Ok. Okay. Hello. Welcome to today's live. So we're going to be playing some games, and our goal for today is to try and get from 2-1 to 2,300. Um, let's see how that's going to play out. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start a game. Right. Let me go to com. Okay. So we're going to start. We're going to play some rapid games. The goal is to get to 2-3, like I said. I was almost about getting to 2-3, but I I kind of started losing some couple of games, and I eventually ended up where I'm at right now, which is 2-1, 2-9. But hopefully after today's games I should at least be in 2-2, right? I might not get to 2-3 today, probably maybe in day 2 or day 3, but let's just see how today is going to play out. So going to play pawn to e4, e6. Okay, the French defense. Okay, that was a misclick. Okay, that was a misclick. What should I do? What should I do? Okay, let's just capture. That was a misclick, and I had no intentions of playing pawn to d3, but usually pawn to d3, I'm going to just try and play something like the king's ball. It's just that there's no pawn over here. So, but let's go bishop to g, bishop to g2. Bishop to g2. Have no idea what our opponent is still thinking of. Oh, I can see Cody. And okay. Hello guys. Thank you for being part of the chat, part of the video also, and also watching. All right. So we're going to go knight to f3. I bet he's gonna castle. Yep, he castled, and we're going to go. We're also going to castle. So even with the blunder that I made, I feel like um okay. It was no blunder, right? But it's not what I wanted to get into. Let's just hope I play the game out well. So we're just going to do basic developing moves. Hopefully, we're going to get the knight to d2. Yep, knight to d2, and we're going to get the rook to the open file. Game is it's not still bad. Probably okay. Now he has gone on h. Okay. Now let's see if I move backwards over here. If I move to this square, bishop e3. Bishop e3 is an option. Um, bishop e3. So if I go bishop e3, I can't go bishop to h4, because if I go bishop h4, um, he's just going to do a double pawn push. Yeah, I can't sacrifice the knight because the bishop can capture the queen. So I am considering moving back to e3, but I just hope there's no attack on the bishop. So I don't see any direct attack. He will probably threaten to play this, but I can play pawn to d. Right? No need to be in a rush to exchange pieces. I don't like the way my bishop is placed to do right now. Okay. All right. So I'm going to he played bishop here. Still going to go with my idea of playing pawn and then pawn e4. It's kind of slow, but um that's like our defensive method. I don't want him to eventually play pawn to c5 and pawn to d4, right? So I want us to get that square. Although he has knights to this knights to e3, so probably it's going to go rook to e8 and then knights to e3, but it's not something to worry about. We could always go pawn h3, pawn h3. What should I play? What should I play? Okay, let's go here, right? Ooh, we're losing on time, so we have to play a little bit faster. Okay. Yep, I suspected he was going to get his knight here. Now, the thing is that I can't take the knight because he takes with the pawn and my knight is pinned to the queen. So I have an option of moving the queen away, first of all. I could attack the knight. Yep, I could attack the knight. He's probably going to play bishop back this way. Bishop to f5. If it goes bishop to f5, I can just move. Oh, he played there with the knight instead. So, what do we have here? I just don't like the way my bishop is. I should have actually just exchanged the bishop for the knight in the first place, but let's see how we're going to come back. Because I am seeing possibilities of a future sacrifice happening. But I think after this and this, we could think of playing pawn push. Yep, here. We could consider going pawn push over here and exchange the pawns in the center. Just give me a second. All right. So he hasn't played yet. Yes. Now we could still go pawn to f3, and after pawn to f3, after pawn to f3, if pawn takes, knight could capture, and I think my position is not going to be bad. Although he still has knight to e. Yep. Okay, let's just go. Okay, so you took with the pawn as expected. I could take with the bishop, attacking his bishop, and He takes, I take. Okay, I'm just going to take with the knight instead. Yep, take with the knight. Next, if he brings his rook to the center, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to go rook to e1. We don't have much time here. Well, I was actually shocked that he didn't make his move even when I stepped away. If not, I would have been losing very well on time. Okay, yeah, I knew he had this move in the end. This was his own. I feel like he wants to do a sack. Bishop sack, pawn takes, queen takes. There's nothing much for him there. Um, I was thinking of knight to e5, knight to e5. If bishop takes, knight square bishop also takes. If he takes my bishop, okay, I could take. Uh, that has to be an inaccuracy. So, well, I don't have any major threat right now, so I'm just going to go rook here, and I can think of going knight here. The next move, knight e5. Okay, knight e5 might not work now. Oh, it could still work. Thing is that after this move, he captures. I have to capture also with. I have to capture with my bishop. Um. Okay. Give me a second. All right. Um. Okay. So every time I stand up, I usually expect that he has played and I'm going to be down on time, but it's usually the opposite. So I feel that this position is very bad for me, but we're going to keep on playing. Um, so his possible moves are rook times f, right? I feel I can't go here because after I go here, he has a knight sack, and if pawn takes, rook takes bishop, so that is not going to be good for me. So probably after he goes rook to f1, I could actually capture with the king because I don't see any threat after that. Capture with the king. I'm pretty sure he's also considering knight captures on g, because after knight captures, pawn takes, bishop takes, attacking knight on rook. Um, and I am going to be okay. I have knight to g6, and if he captures my rook, I capture his rook. No, no, that's not going to happen. So okay, then he's going to do a check first. All right. So the good thing is that now we're not losing on time. We're almost equal on time. Um, Okay. All right. So I can't. He hasn't made his move yet. For some reasons. Oh, yep. I knew he was planning on bishop sack. Um, I knew this is why he took his time. So take. He could take with the queen. Not really. But I take if he goes with bishop. Wait, he took with the bishop. Is he planning on getting in with his queen? Crazy. Okay, guys, this is it for me. This is the end. I could go here and then here. So raise your voice and count to 10. He doesn't have a checkmate. He doesn't have a checkmate. He will never have a checkmate. Okay. We just play with fate here. Um, if he doesn't, if he has enough pieces to do a sacrifice, but oh okay, okay. So this was your plan. This was your plan. Okay. So if I take with, I could take with the rook. Yeah, I can take with the rook. He doesn't have a check, does he? Yep. No, 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 sorry. I can't take with the rook. I'm just gonna take with the king. This is horrible. Losing my losing my first game already. Okay. This was just a warm-up, guys. No need to laugh at me. This was just a warm-up. Um, this was just warm-up. Let me use, I'm going to use this as a consolation. This is what type of chess is this? I take the bishop, he does a check, I block with the queen. Is there something I'm missing, guys? Am I missing something? I am down on time though. I'm probably missing something. Let me see. Okay. Yep, I knew he. So let's go here. Okay. Um, we're losing time. Yeah, I think he misplayed the sacrifice. Okay. Definitely gonna play this. We love exchanges. He's probably gonna capture the rook also. But I just hope. Yeah. Yeah. There's no way he can survive this. No flipping way. I'm just gonna try and force exchange of the knights. Yep. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna get this bishop all the way here, and then I'm going to start. Ooh, he actually thinks he's gonna win this game. This dude has to be joking. Okay, I'm losing on time. Dang it. Okay, let's go here. Network. This is not the time. Network. Why didn't I play and added time controls? Okay. We're just gonna keep on doing this. He plays pawn push. Plays pawn push, we move to this square. He doesn't check, we move to this square. Doesn't check, we move to this square. Yep. And there's actually no way for him to penetrate. Eventually, he's just going to get into a zugzwang, has to move his king, and then my king moves here. I capture the pawn, and then my bishop goes back. I capture the... Ooh, I'm down on time. No! No! Okay, yeah, timeout. Probably, yeah, this is what happens. It's not, I am not a bad chess player. I just with network, and this is what I suffer. So, but yeah, you can see I'm not playing badly. I just need it's just a little bit of time, and I'm going to get to yeah. So I wanted to do an analysis on the game. Okay, I don't know why it's taking time to. It's taking a little bit of time, but as you can see, I didn't play badly in any way. It's just this is what life had to offer me. One long game, and still lost. Okay. All right. Let's play another game. Um. I don't know why it's not. This is. Let me see. Okay. Let's go back. Let's just do manual analysis. Yeah, I was definitely winning this game +7. Definitely. I just knew that I played badly in the game. Yeah, so in this position, I wanted to actually go I wanted to go pawn to d4, but I eventually made a blunder and played pawn to d3, and I had to switch in exactly. You can see the King's Indian attack. So I had to just play the King's Indian attack setup, right? So I was the one actually playing the King's Indian this time around, and it was pretty much the same idea, right? Just this is exactly what usually happens. Queen here. Okay, Peter was saying it was actually equal, but I didn't like my position. So here I took, which was pretty passive because I was giving him some sort of pawn attack, but I don't find this interesting because I have it. Okay, so so probably this was better because he has pawns already. This pawns could launch an attack easily. Maybe even probably think of going pawn to g5, pawn to f4, right? Because he has all of his pieces lined up on my king side. So this will have been something that will have happened in the game. But he captured this way and it was a draw. I went backwards. How is backwards a blunder or an inaccuracy rather? But I was thinking if I go here, he's gonna do a double pawn push. And I have to go here, he attacks my knight. And then I have to come here. Okay, so let's see what will have happened. So knight here. Okay, what if he had gotten pawn push? Oh, then I could. Oh. So I attack. If he captures, I capture. If he captures with the pawn, I capture back with the knight. Okay, I get it now. Okay. Yes, this will have been much more better. So, but he did a sack, which was the best move. Okay, no, I skipped some position. So, yep. So after this, came back, pawn push. Right, the position was just minus 0.7. It was not completely bad. But after this, knight to e4. Played rook here. He played rook there. I came here. Okay, so I was actually supposed to just go knight to e5. Even though I'm going to lose a pawn, but it will have been okay. It will have not been completely bad as what I got into. So yeah, even though I was supposed to win the game at the end, I didn't deserve the win. So that's why it's not painful. So after this, right? Yeah, he had a lot of pieces in the attack. So I also thought his sacrifice was right, but this move was just wrong because bishop takes and queen goes here. This is the end of his story, right? So, and after this, he was completely losing. Just exchange the knight and move the king up. You're definitely going to win. So I have to be careful here also. Just play carefully and place him in a zugzwang position. And he has to move his king. Like my king goes here, bishop takes pawn. If it goes pawn push, I just go bishop here, and then that's all. So at least I knew an opening that I could transpose to, making the mouse slip. Well, probably because of time and network, I feel like it's going to be much more better for me to play. I feel like it's much more better for me to play 10+5, but let's just see how the next game is going to be. If I lose the next game, I'm dipping this streak. Okay, let's see. All right. Yep. Okay. The network is still pretty bad. I have no idea why. Okay. Still being paired. Okay. He's got a dude. Let's smoke the dude. So we're gonna play pawn here. And okay. We're going to go here. All right. All right. Okay. He's probably trying to play the Danish gambit against me. Next is probably gonna go bishop to c4. Bishop to c4. Yep. Now, taking is actually not a very good idea. But I'm feeling like take it. Okay. I've looked at this opening, but it's been like a very, very long time. So I'm not sure of the right sequence of moves or the right sequence I could play to continue. Let me see. If I go yep. Okay. Let's see. I could I could just play pawn push to avoid complications. Remember, I want to play with all seriousness now, so I'm not going to play any kind of chess. So let's go here. But he goes. I'm afraid of queen here. I'm just gonna take. This is the line I know. I'm just gonna go with the line I know. I did a little bit of study and I saw that this wasn't the best play for black. There's actually a good move that there's actually the right sequence, but I'm not sure of it. Okay. Patrick, I can see Patrick explain from the start. Okay now. Yeah, she not be good, you lose on time. Okay, okay. No problem. I will not I know fit. Okay, I can see somebody. Okay. Kim is saying queen exchange. Oh god. Where did you see queen exchange? Queen exchange is good for me. Okay, okay, okay. I think I remember the position. Queen exchange is good for me. Okay. The main. Okay, I can see Damian. Damian. One of my pals. Okay. Like has a very big head. He has a very big head, guys. If you see him, you're definitely going to run away. So, okay. Akpan. Okay, I can see Akpan. 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 This is my buddy from another mummy. You up. Thank you guys for streaming. I was actually expecting just probably one viewer, which is myself streaming from another phone, but um glory be to God. Go here. What? Okay. No, no way. I could do a queen pin. Queen pin sounds very classy. Queen pin. I could do a queen pin. I'm not sure if it's good. Okay. Bro, you're not getting roasted, man. You decent head. Go and look at the mural. Yeah, you don't get any decent head. Okay. So I think if I can exchange a lot of pieces, I'm up 2 points, right? So I'm just going to exchange as much pieces as I can, and then just castle. I think if I can castle while I've exchanged pieces, the game should be pretty much equal and fair. So let's just see. Let's see how it's going to turn out to be. Okay. All right. The network is glitching. Sorry about the network, guys. So I'm not sure. So what will he play? What will he play? I bet he's thinking because he knows that there's no kind of attack that could come about. I think I spoke too soon. But I'm still thinking of just developing with the knight. Knight goes to c6. I don't see any move he has. If he castles, bishop takes, and if bishop takes, knight takes, and I'm just going to castle on the next move. And now what I'm afraid of is if I go knight c, if I go knight c3 right now, he can actually just do bishop check. But wouldn't that be a blunder? I just move instead of capturing with the queen, I just move away, move to f. Okay, let's just go for this line instead. Let's do bishop check. Yeah, he captures. Let's just simplify it since we're not having a worse so bad position. He can't move to this square. My knight is there, and okay, he captured with the queen. Cool, very cool. Now, I bet he's gonna castle. If he doesn't castle, I'm gonna go queen b. Yep, he castled. So we are also going to castle. We're also going to castle. Yeah, so he's down 2 pawns. And all I need now to do is develop my last piece. He missed queen e2. You can just castle as well as... Okay, yeah. I think this is still okay. This is still okay. I didn't want any tactical play to arise. That's why I probably just did an exchange. Which queen e2 did he miss again? I'm not seeing any queen e2. I beg you. Queen e2. Was it he missed queen e2? Was it in this position? Or Yeah. Okay, probably after this, queen e2. Queen e2. That's true. That's true. I can see it now. I can see it now. Okay. Now we just need to figure out how to develop and where to develop our bishop. Okay, let's start by getting our rook into the center. Nah. We could develop by going pawn to b6. Pawn to b6. I think there was actually queen to e2. That was when he played pawn to attack the knight, and I pinned the pawn. So queen to e2 was actually a very good move. My knight has to move back, and my position becomes a little bit passive. So I think that was where he was coming from. Let's see. If queen goes to b4, queen b4, queen b4, queen b4. Or rook to e8. A rook to e8 looks good, but I'm more interested in developing this. So what if I go pawn push, bishop there? Okay, so pawn push. Let's just go with pawn push. Thanks. Football over. Thanks. Let's see. Okay. Is he trying to start an attack? Oh, okay. So if I bring bishop here, queen takes this square. And I can think of going here. Yep, I'm going to go here, and then for the next move, I'm going to just play. I could play pawn to d6. If pawn takes, rook takes, removes his queen away, then I do rook takes rook, and probably develop bishop to e6, or maybe bishop to b7. Okay, rook d8. Yep, rook d8 is what I eventually played. I think. Okay, so now it's trying to go this way. I could actually play pawn push. Nah, pawn push blunders the knight. I can go here. And probably knight here. Attacking both the bishop and the queen. And okay, and if I do that, okay, now he's pinning our piece. We could protect the bishop. Yeah, he's pretty much roasted. This position is just bad for him. We're just going to play simple chess. Eventually get into the end game. I'm thinking of knight to a5, knight to a5, bishop captures, knight captures, and then knight goes to, let's say, he wants to go knight here. Okay, let's stop him from going there first. I think the move is always knight to a5 is always there. So let's first of all go to knight to a5. It's not an ugly yet useful move. Okay, just leave it. I should just leave it. All right. We're still down on time. I think if I lose this game on time, I'm not going to play. Definitely not going to play. Definitely not going to play flat time controls. Probably going to play 10 plus 5 or maybe 15 plus 10. do, ba-do, ba-do, ba-do. Okay. Okay, just doing a little bit of a stretch. Ten toes in and we're stepping on places. I'm a big stepper on the ground measure. Now, if he moves his knight, this pawn is a weakness. Can easily fall in. Gonna have to play pawn push to defend it. My pawn structure is not bad. It's not bad at all. So he made a huge mistake. He made a very huge mistake. He wasn't supposed. I also made a mistake at some point in the opening. I am probably after this game we're going to look at how or the right response that we will have played for the Danish Gambit. I know that we definitely made a mistake that we were not supposed to make. So let's see. Let's see. Bro is spying on me. Okay, you want to prepare for me. She na masters category you go play now. Which one be which one be NFOC lines? It's now you know. How you know? NFOC lines care. NFOC lines. We like watch and learn rubbish lines. You really teach me chess, Patrick. Okay. Do. Okay, he played. Why? Is this guy trying to play some trick? Knight takes pawn, right? If knight takes pawn, knight takes knight, queen takes, bishop takes bishop, rook takes, and then rook takes pawn on d. Okay, rook takes pawn on d, rook takes, then if queen takes, oh, I see what he's trying to do. I see what he's trying to do. How is the guy good at playing bad moves? You don't see the tactics where you do. After knight takes, then queen takes e5, right? He's planning on doing bishop takes, rook takes, then rook takes this pawn. Well, I can just move the rook away and double up. Man, let's just go. Let's go for it and see. I just hope I didn't make a blunder. It's looking sus, like very sus. I don't want to lose on time. That's why I didn't spend much time thinking in this position. But yeah, we just had move 19. How? Just had move 19 and we're struggling. I know at the end of the day he wants to get this pawn. This is the pawn he's trying to get. So it's probably going to do bishop takes, rook takes, then rook takes on d7. And if rook takes, queen takes, then he has this check. So if I could bring my rook down. Yeah, I could bring the rook down. Okay. I could bring the rook down. Nothing bad is going to happen. Nothing bad is going to happen. Innocence, okay. I can see innocence. How do you do me? Okay. A lot of people are actually pulling up. Thanks for showing up, guys. I was, like I said, I was just thinking it was going to be my phone alone that will be on this stream, but I can see a lot of people showing up. Thanks for showing up. Now, I don't know why he's not playing. Isn't he aware that he's losing on time, or am I just too good? Yeah, I think I'm just too good. He's probably going to resign. The guy doesn't know what to play because of my beauty. Because the beauty of my chess play. Now, okay. I did not see this one coming, sharp. Well, you know what? You know what? Let's play chess. Let's play. If I lose this game, Omo, I will resign chess. I will resign. I will stop playing chess. But I don't think that was a bad idea. Let's play this guy chess. Let's check out this sack. It was a brilliant move. God, Jesus. I know that the brilliant move that I made. The brilliant move that I made. Let's see. Like I said, I go stop to use this app. I was just using the website. The app is refusing to show where the brilliancy came in. But let's try and do like a manual analysis of the position. Okay. If pawn to e4, e5, I played it. This guy is just wondering. Okay, actually, right? Actually, taking was correct. Okay, guys, taking was correct. Taking was the best move. I was looking at a line that wasn't taken. After this move, knight. Yeah, usually knight times c3. But if he goes here, we also have knight to c6. So they usually recommend knight to c6. It's usually much more safer. But if you do the right sequence, check knight out, face pawn push, queen e2. So yeah, this was the position that Patrick was saying, queen to e2, right, Damien. So the position will have been equal. I think prior to this position, it was still equal. I was just having slight advantage. I saw pawn to d5, but I was just scared. And after this knight here, I played, yes, my move was correct. My move was correct. Okay. My move was actually correct. I knew just going for the exchange and then developing the knights. Somebody pour me water. Pour me water. In the words of Patrick, this was what Patrick says when he plays a good move. Somebody pour me water. In Nigerian accent. So castles. I think if we should check the accuracy of this game, it's probably going to be bizarre. Guy, see this quiet move. See this quiet move. Pawn to h6. Okay, pawn to h6. Yeah, I knew capturing the. Oh god. Oh, okay. Okay. This was not a brilliant move. Sorry, guys. I was too happy at some point, but takes. He may play this position against me. So he cannot play this position. This position is supposed to be losing for him, right? So, well, a very tough game. A very tough, very tough game. Okay. All right. So let's look at the next game. At least I actually wanted to see where I actually wanted to see where the mistake. So where I made the brilliant move, but it's not showing. So we're just going to keep on playing. So one down. I think like 5 more to go. So if we can win like 5 games, no, 7 games in a row, right? 7 games in a row. Let me just stand up and stretch a bit. Okay. Okay, I need to grab water. Yeah, okay. You said? Okay. All right. I'm back. Sorry for the break. Okay, they're not joining me with any player. Saying that my network is bad, well, it's not bad over here. Okay, kind of confused. Yeah, this is my problem with chess.com. Simple normal network doesn't work for them. They always want to make it. They always want to have excellent network, but still good. Okay, yeah, it's eventually aborted. So it means that the game started a long time ago. Okay, we're starting another new one. It still hasn't joined with any player yet. Don't know why. Network. Ah. The network is just poor today. Of all days, it had to be today when I wanted to stream. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one, network. Okay. Let's see. 10 toes in, no stepping up, business. I'm a big stepper. What? Why is this working? It's just keeps on aborting. But now it's supposed to work. One bar. Can you imagine? This is what we're suffering in this country. First price of fuel will increase. Now network will just run bad. Maybe they don't have fuel to put inside the transformer for the satellite. Okay, this is taking much time. It's taking much time. And if this next game about they can subtract rating points from me, God, I beg, I beg. Okay, just turn back to red. Okay, okay. I've started another game. I've started another game. I don't know why it's still hanging here. Oh, dude, let me see. Um, okay. Yeah, just sorry for the glitch. Um, I'm actually in another game. Or let me see. Um, chess. Yep. Probably now it's going to work. It's, okay, take me to my game now. Okay. Network is not very good. If it's if it's Yep, it's there. Okay, pawn push, and bishop goes here. Okay, finally. All right, finally. Um, yeah, finally the network is back. Okay, so we just this was the game. This was where we started. This way we started with e4 e5. This is the major line. This is the main line of the Italian game, and this is the. I remembered very vividly how I lost to a back rank mate in this opening as white against a fish, or as everybody knows him not to be a fish, but I if he knows himself, he knows himself. Somebody should drag him to this place and tell him I lost to this young man. Okay, yeah, we're just going to castle. Wait. Okay, yeah, castle is okay. But I feel like there was something I could have played. Okay, if it takes knight takes, usually bishop to, usually bishop to yep, usually bishop to d7 is played, or bishop g. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to play this move. Up. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba. Yep. This move looks good. Bro is thinking of what he can play. Um, very sorry once again for the glitch. Okay. So we can take back with our knight. And is he gonna move his knight? Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of bishop takes. If he takes my knight, I take the pawn. And or if he goes bishop here, I think this is okay. Should be okay. Okay. We're still losing on time, but remember, we're going to still try and win this game. I need to keep football, so I'm just getting thirsty for no reason. Okay, we're gonna play this. Yes, he's definitely going to try and take our knight. We take the pawn, he attacks our queen. We attack the bishop. Right? Okay, he takes this pawn instead. Uh, takes the pawn. The pawn on b2 is hanging. The position is like an open position. It looks normal and okay. Okay, yeah, he had to save his bishop, so I think we could go here. Well, this move doesn't look bad. If he takes my pawn, I first of all attack the bishop and then take this pawn. We're still losing on time. We're still losing on time. Yeah, he has made his move. Why? Attack the queen, captures the pawn, push this pawn. Oh, if I push this pawn, he captures this pawn. Why don't we just protect our pawn by going here? If he refuses to exchange, then we just... If he refuses to exchange, then we just capture that pawn. That way we have saved our pawns, and if he goes queen to, let's say, e2, we could go rook to e1. Okay, yeah, I exchanged the queens. Wait, how am I down a piece? Jesus. 6, 6, 6. Takes. How? I'm just knowing. I just figured out that I'm down a piece. Had zero idea. Oh, this game is gone. I'm just playing to survive now. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. Well, this is a 2-1 rated player. We can probably swindle him. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. Okay, let me see. We could go here. Okay, he played that move. Ah. Oh, push. Let's push. All right. The position is equal, but sorry, not equal. Definitely white is having advantage, but Um, with accurate play, this shouldn't be bad. Hmm. It's going to be difficult to win this game. Yeah, at this point, I'm just freestyling, man. I knew it. I push this one now. Let us go here. The game is not good for us. This game is not good for us. Um, okay. Okay, I just saw the chat now. Okay. Let me see. um, ouch. My rig is hanging. No, I would have actually even still gone. Yeah. Okay, I can see Ben has joined. Ben has joined the stream. Yeah. No, he has not made a blunder, has he? Okay, he has this move. Yeah, he has that move. I'm losing on time. There's no way I can win this game, but I'm going to try my best. I really don't want to do an exchange bond. Just like I might have to. Okay. Why would he take? Okay, it's not actually a bad idea. Okay, if I take, he comes in. He's gonna block with his bishop. And this is his best move. His best move is pawn to c6. Sorry, bishop to c6. Now I attack. Wait. I am losing on time. I didn't. I played fast. Okay, let's go here. Yep, I lost on time again. Okay, I might have to switch to 10+5 because of the network. It's not very strong. I can only see a 15+10. Oh, let's just hope we're going to get open ends. It's usually very difficult finding opponents who did this rating points on chess.com using this time controls. So I might either have to still go for the 10+0. Yeah. So we have been stuck at the same point with the past 3 games. This is why chess can be frustrating. But in order not to do 2-0 for myself, I'm going to try and analyze the games that I played, and let's see how I'm going to do. Hi Ben. Okay, so I'm on to another game now. We're not going to waste time. I'm not going to do much explanation. I'm just going to play locked in. So if you have anything to say, you can just type on the comments. Ben is saying what do you want to say, Benjamin? Okay. Let's go. We're playing the Caro-Kann setup now. Yep. Usually this happens. And I usually respond with this. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be doing this was not a good move. I was supposed to play pawn to e6 first. I knew it. What am I playing? Okay. Oh gosh. Yes, thank you for the tip. I will not play too slow again. I'm usually explaining a lot. That's probably one of the reasons why. Okay. It's trying to do a check with the light. This position is already still bad for me. Yeah, okay. What? Well, what have I played? This is crazy. He does a fork. He does a flipping fork. Oh, okay. Missed the fork. Ouch. This is way worse than the fork. Bro should have just done the fork. Yikes. This dude is heartless. We're definitely not going to win this one. We really have pieces placed on the bad square, and we're going to also lose our rook. Yeah, so this is just going to be game over. Nope. Okay, I might resign. I might resign this game very, very soon. So I don't know how I missed that. This is something that I wouldn't miss on a normal day. Yeah, definitely gonna just resign. This was where I made the mistake. I should have played pawn to e6. How on earth will I miss pawn to e6? Right, after this, I should have played pawn. This is what I usually play, and I just went knight to f3. So this wasn't right. Okay, let's go back. It's no. Okay, I can see you're trying to get me. I told you not to resign, but no, don't resign. Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to resign after this one. Okay. The game was aborted. Okay. Definitely. I'm actually playing a little bit badly. I don't know what. Probably it's because of the network. It's just unstable, and I'm just having some troubles. But let me see. The network also is just breaking, and over here it's showing that the network is stable. Okay, let's see. So we haven't seen anyone yet. Wow. What? Okay, guys. I actually I've started the game and I'm playing against a 2,400 rated player. So we're playing the fantasy variation of the Karukan. Let's try and maximize this game and see how many points we can get from the game. Um, I don't know why it's not showing yet on this screen. Let's see. So it's loading, but you're going to see the game. I think the app is um usually requires very good network. Okay. Um, I'm just going to castle, and in this position, I usually play this move. Okay. Um, I'm actually in another game. I'm actually already in another game, but it's not showing the game that I'm playing. Still hasn't loaded yet. Still hasn't loaded yet. Okay. But I'm actually playing against a 2,400 rated player. And the position looks a little bit spicy. We're playing the Karokan, the fantasy variation. And yeah, the position is still equal. Okay, I lost one, two, three, four games in a row. Dang it. Probably after this one, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go and take some coffee and then I'll get back to it. Right now, probably it's not a very good time. And maybe by then the network is going to be back. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so it hasn't still loaded. Interesting. Um, and the network is okay. All right, I'm coming. Sorry. Okay. It should show now. It still hasn't taken us to the game. What are we going to do now? Okay, yeah. It's it's taking us to the game. I'm playing against a dude named Chess Kid from Uzbekistan. Okay. Still having issues loading. Okay, smooth. Ooh, looks like I'm winning against someone here. Oh, he has a way to defend it. Dang it. Oh, but somebody lost his knight. I could take with the queen. I could take with the queen. Guys, I am winning against a 2-4 rated player. This is the day. Okay. Um all right. I think this is much more better, even though it's the video is kind of lagging a little bit. Let me see. All right. Um, turns out I should have actually switched the network a long time ago. Now, I'm actually winning against a, no! I just lost the advantage that I had. Ah. Okay, okay. I almost thought I lost it at this point. Yep. Bro is just trying to pull tricks at me. He thinks I'm a 4-4 strap. Attack. This. We're gonna attack um now we can actually do a check. The problem here is that he has a check on us that wins the pawn. If I win this 2-4 player. If I win this 2-4 player. There's no need to play for the rest of the day. No need. Sack the pawn. If he goes pawn push, yeah, we're gonna get the pawn any day, anytime. Okay, he did an exchange instead. So we're still losing on time. Yes, with my king. And now I can easily do a rook exchange. The rook is forcefully going to be exchanged right now. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's go here. He's probably gonna attack the bishop. Sorry, attack the knight. Let's attack the bishop. He's attacking our pawn. Save the pawn. Okay, can we do this with the time that we have? Save the bishop. Okay. I'm gonna get it with the other bishop, and yep. Let's move back. Yeah, let's bring the knight into the attack. Okay. Time is running, time is running. Okay. Attack. It's probably gonna take retake. Attacks our piece. We do a check. Has to move back. We move forward. Yep. Do a check this way. Sorry, go bishop to b4. Next, we're going to attack the pawn on the next move. Yep. Attack the pawn. And this pawn. Yep. We're going to take. We're going to take. And we're going to attack. Going to do a fork. And grab the piece. Going to protect our piece. Okay, extremely fast. No! Had swiped to the phone. Let me see. I goes here. Yep, we've gotten the pawn. So, wait. Yep. Let's attack the bishop. Yeah, this is a win. This is a win. No flipping win. Yep. Checkmate. Ha! Yo, guys. Guess what? I won against the 2,400. Okay. Yeah, the game was interesting. This was the game. I played with the 85% accuracy. Let's see. Wow, okay. Let's look at the game. Okay, finally it's now doing the review. It's now the network is completely back. Okay, I played the Caro-Kann, the fantasy variation, and this was what we played. I knew the opening till this point. I was winning a little bit until I missed it. So I was just actually supposed to move away from queen from this move. So this move was a mistake because he had queen to b6, right? Putting pressure on this pawn and also this pawn. And after this, yeah, he castled. He should have gone queen to b6, and I also missed it, but I wasn't actually losing in any point. He found this move. Okay, I was losing in this move. This was actually a very tricky move because the pawn is pinned. I can't capture the knight, and it was a fork on my queen and bishop. So I had to move back to protect my piece. I played this move, right? This was the only saving move. I couldn't capture the knight because he captures my pawn. And now, and after this, the position became equal until this position. Now, I did this great move. And okay, that was a bad move. Wow. Okay. At least I made 3 great moves in a row. And from here, it was just basic chess. Yep. I was able to swindle him, even with my bad network. And yeah, this shows you that I can actually even get to 2,300 if I was able to defeat this young man. Probably he also made a mistake right here. So, and he was winning on time. I don't know why he was rushing the position. The game lasted about 71 moves. That was actually very cool, and it has motivated me to want to go for the next game. So I think the network now is pretty okay. So I'm not going to face any problem. I just need to plug in my system. Okay. Um, Sorry. Before I start the next game, I just need. Okay. So I might be aborted. Okay, but before I start the next game, let me grab something. Okay, let's start another game. think I think if I'm going to be streaming now, I'm going to just be streaming towards midnight to avoid any form of network complication. But I think the network is fully back right now. I can see it. Um, okay. So we just won against the 2-4. So all this ones should probably just be children's play. So we're still playing. I just won a game against the Caro-Kann, and now I am playing the Caro-Kann. Very interested. Okay, so this is the main line. All right. This is the first time I'm actually seeing something like this. Makes sense. Is this a trap? Is he planning on going queen h5? Probably. Nah, man. Is this an opening? This is the first time I'm actually facing this. He has bishop check. I have pawn push, knight check, knight captures. Okay, he doesn't have queen check, so we are safe for now. Yeah. So that comes. Okay. We cannot lose on time. Now, what is he trying to do? Can just go here. Um. Okay. Yep. There's no way he's sacked. Ooh. Okay. 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 But there's no way. There's no way his sack was right. There's no way. I can see he has queen check with pawn push. And his knight is currently hanging. His knight is currently hanging. So what is he going to play? He took our knight. Pawn takes. Okay, I can see festival is still here. I guess what? I won against the 2400. And my goal was to get to 2-6. Sorry, my goal was to get to 2-3. And it is actually now it means that it's not impossible actually to now get there. So we're going to lock in and try and see how we can get there. Now he made in this game, right? In this game, he made a sacrifice. After this, the most common line is usually knight goes back to g3, attacking the bishop, and then bishop goes back. But he came here and I attacked it, and he played this. So I'm definitely going to see the lines and see whether this was actually some kind of opening. On the next move, I am going to try and do go queen. I'm going to try and go queen to e8. Queen to e8. Definitely that sack was wrong. That sack was wrong. I'm just happy, right? Even if I don't achieve what I wanted to achieve, right? I'm just happy that I got the ratings. Okay, the aliens gambit. I've heard of the aliens gambit, but probably this is the second time, but we're going to still look at it after the game. We're going to analyze it. Let's see if it's something that they could try, but trying it against someone they're rated is not probably a very good idea. If it was someone, let's say, much more like way lower rated, probably can try this kind of gambit, but against me, nah, no way. He probably doesn't know I won a 2-4 before this game. If not, he will have shown me the respect I deserve. I knew the queen check was coming. Pawn push. He just bought us time. he gave us what we wanted, which was time. Now we can do a check. No, let's move away. Okay, I'll just move away. Okay. Okay, so this time around we're actually not losing on time. This is what he gets for playing. This is what he gets for playing this kind of opening, and he's playing very passively. I have no idea why. Check. Definitely going to capture on the next move. If he blocks with the bishop, he moves his king. Whoa. Okay, let's try and force the queen exchange. We're definitely up material here. We're up a whole knight. In all of the games I've played, we're usually almost up a lot of pieces. Why do I feel like pawn push is good? I strongly feel this is a good move. He has this square. I was considering bringing my... We need to develop our piece. Pawn push. Bishop takes knight. Knight takes. Not a bad idea. We could have also still captured the pawn. We just need to play very carefully in this position without making any blunder, and we're definitely going to win. As long as we can make no mistakes, we're definitely going to win the game. Okay, so he came queen here. Does he have any possible checks? No. I, on the other hand, have a check. So he has bishop here, but my knight can always take. I don't want his rook to be very active. Okay, this comes with an attack on the bishop. Trying to do a discovered attack. I could go bishop here. I'm seeing a very cool... If he tries to... Let's try this move. Ouch! No. That was the wrong move. That was the wrong move. I only considered this. I forgot that he had something like this, which pins my... Dang it. Oh! Yay! This is the best feeling that you can ever have in chess. I just won because he abandoned the game. Looks like it is on my side now. Okay, so we've won 2 games in a row. Okay, it looks like we're coming back. After winning the 2-4, definitely we're going to win every single game. But if he hadn't abandoned that game, I probably would... Oh, I said I'm going to check out the game and see what the best solution to the opening will have been. So let's see. Let's see. Taking a little bit of time. Let's just go manual. Um, okay. It said I'm in a game. I'm not in the game. The game was abandoned. Right, so how am I in a game? The game has ended. Or have I? Did I start? I didn't start another game. All right, let's just play another game. It's still loading, taking long to get me an opponent. Okay, a 2,200 rated player. Let's smoke this dude. I think after this game, I'm going to switch to D4. I think I have a better chance at playing D4 games than. Okay, after this game, instead of playing E4, I'm gonna switch to D4. Yeah, bishop to C4. Okay, we're just going to play the Italian game. I think we played it in one of our games that we just finished. We're still definitely going to end up in the same position. Yep, these are lines that I already know and I've already looked at a lot of times. Yeah, this is bad because of this. And it's actually sometimes very difficult to find this move, even as a very strong player. Right now, it's going to sacrifice. He has to sacrifice the knight's pawn. Right. Okay. Something is wrong. I at least see people play pawn to f5 and this has actually thrown me off guard now. So pawn to f5. We can probably just play this. Something is wrong with this move. Nah, I usually don't like the London system. I'll play the Queen's Gambit instead of the London system. London system is a good opening, but I haven't actually looked at it enough to be able to play it against players within my rating. So I'm probably, when I have time, I'm going to look at it. But for now, this is off. What is the best move here? It's either bishop takes knight. Nah, oh, en passant. When my en passant, knight just goes back, attacking my bishop, and I have to move my bishop away. I could just take this way, and yeah, positionally is going to be doing a little bit bad. Majorly because now he can't castle. Yep. He can't castle, and also I have control of the center. I have absolute control of the center right now. I could even consider taking the knight with the bishop. If he takes with the d pawn, then I have a pass pawn. Think of moving the knight and going pawn to f4. That's something that will happen. Okay, so he whoa. Whoa. I'm seeing something brilliant. Bishop check. King takes. Queen check. If he goes, I en passant, and it's still on a check, and his knight is hanging. So he can't go pawn check, pawn push. So if he moves backwards, I just go knight to g. Wait, bishop to f7 check, right? If he takes, and then I go knight check, he moves back, then I just go queen here. Can he stop this mate? I don't think he can stop the mate. What if he doesn't take? What if you after bishop check, he goes king here, right? And then what if after bishop check he goes king here, and then I move my queen in. This is it. This is, yeah, based on the way I spent a lot of time on the position, I doubt he's actually going to fall for it. But he might be a little bit gullible. Yeah, and even if after takes, we could just check and capture the dark square bishop. We're still not doing bad ourselves. He took check. Oh my flipping god. Okay. He took. Are we going to do the check? Now, the only good move for him actually is to move here. This is the only good move he has. Once he moves back, knight g5 is unstoppable. Somebody call me a genius here. I am definitely a genius. Okay. Yes, he played the move that we suspected he'll play. Check. Oh, okay. Oh. Take. No. Check. Oh my god. Yes. Somebody should pour me a cup of water. This dude is toasted. This dude is definitely toasted. And I could take this piece, attacking the queen. Okay. Or I could take this. Okay, there are a lot of pieces to take. There's no time. So this is actually starting to look at this move. Queen takes, bishop takes backwards. I have okay, bishop takes backwards is going to be bad for him. So, but I feel like this is still a good move. But after this, he does bishop sack. I take. He does a check. That leaves my king exposed. Well, I can block with my queen. Yeah, boy. This position becomes equal. There's nothing. What? Okay. This was a check. Sorry. I am forced to capture. He takes with the queen. I could give him a check. Let's pin the knight. I don't know, how did this position end up being equal? What? How? Okay. How did this position end up being equal, first of all? No. No. This is heartbreaking. Okay. I will take the pawn. He attacks my knights. I move back and let's just go pawn here.